It is time to talk entertainment on News 6 at 9, and that means it's time to mix it up.
That music, CJ from Mix 105.1 joins us now, and Troy Bridges is along for the ride
I'm
too.
honored, thank you.
Yes, what an exciting day to have both of you here.
You're welcome.
What a wonderful Wednesday.
Yes.
And we're going to kick it off with some Lady Gaga news. You know, teachers, we always talk about how they have to dip into their own pockets to fund, you know, the supplies and class projects. And so Lady Gaga is lending a helping hand to some schools who could really use some help at the moment.
You know, she took to social media after the tragedies in El Paso and in Dayton and in Gilroy, California, and said, you know, I have a lot of fear, a lot of anger, and I want to channel that into something positive. So along with DonorsChoose.org and her Born This Way Foundation, over 160 classrooms amongst those 3 cities are going to get some funding for classroom initiatives that are going to help with mental health and, you know, just different things that allow kids to get that creative, those creative juices going and really kind of formulate some sort of just kind of idea of what they want to do in their life. Because she said the best thing we can do right now is hold on to that hope and that hope of the future generation. And so she's literally investing in that. And I think that's just wonderful.
And I love that she does this because, you know, she's talked about her struggles in high school and her struggles with mental health. And so she's taking these tragedies and now in her own personal experiences and really making something good for these students in these communities.
And just imagine what that does for those kids who, you know, may be, you know, younger and they are scared. They don't know what's happening. And I mean, you talk to any kid today in school and that's the first thing they tell you is, you know, we do all these drills and, you know.
And the bullying. There's so much going on today. And social media, kids need help. So that's good.
There's a lot.
And I think that, you know, building up that education about mental health and making that a part of the education system will help in the long run in them coping with stressful and traumatic situations. And so that's good that they're working on
You build that foundation young and they just grow with that and they blossom into these, you know, individuals that aren't afraid to talk about it. That it's not a weird taboo thing, it's normal. And that's where we need to get.
And we can look back to our childhood and remember who influenced us early on. So I love it.
Exactly.
Yes, we love Lady Gaga. Okay, this year's Emmy Awards will be hostless. The producers are following the lead of the Oscars and doing away with the Master of Ceremonies role. I know, we MC a lot of things. We don't want people to get rid of MCs. All right, so this raises the question, should all shows be hostless moving forward?
Maybe it depends on the host, right?
I think so that's my thought. I think it depends on the host. I think that if you have a host that's funny, that knows how to work a crowd, an Ellen DeGeneres, a James Corden, the 4 of us at this table, I think at that point then it's cool. But I think sometimes, you know, you have hosts that come in and they're insulting, really.
Right.
They have that humor that's insulting. And that's not fun to watch when you can see the absolute just... the Chrissy Teigen meme comes to mind, the one where she's just kind of like, ugh. It's cringeworthy. So I think it depends on the host.
And it slows down the show a lot of times, right?
Well, the Oscars, they said, it was a 13% increase in ratings without having a host.
Because people really do want to know who won the Oscars, right?
And you can fit in more awards that way, probably.
Right.
And there was a lot of about that, about the like the cinematography and the lighting and you can fit those in, and those people really may help make these movies even better than they actually are, not just the actors and actresses.
Yeah, without those skills, you're not going to have much.
Not a good movie, right? I love
You know, speaking of which, Disney's been on a remake kick recently. The company announced it was taking on Home Alone, and apparently grown-up Kevin McAllister has some thoughts about it.
Oh, really?
He posted this photo online, and it was just him kind of hanging out on his couch, just kind of looking like he was just having a night.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, that's Kevin
Incredible
McAllister
Culk,
today.
We'll call it Culkin.
So he just basically said, he's like, this is what I think a Home Alone should look like. And
Are those Daisy Dukes?
I don't know what that's... there's a lot going on in that picture, I can tell you that
see.
much right now.
Wow.
But fans have been writing in what they think should be happening, and some fans think that it should be, you know, Kevin McAllister's grown up now. He's going on family vacation, and he leaves a child at home, or maybe he gets separated in a foreign country or something.
He can just do a cameo, maybe.
I think he has to be a part of it.
Why not?
Yeah,
He has to be a
Just
part
a
of
little
it.
Could it
cameo.
be his kid that gets left home alone?
And that's what they're saying, but I'm kind of like, I feel like after all the traumatic times he's been left, I feel like that'd be the one thing he would remember is his kid.
Right.
He would probably learn from his mistakes. So remember the time my parents left me at home? Let's never do that.
Right.
Teach him how to put Hot Wheels down below
I
on the
just feel
floor.
like this is one of those movies you don't have to remake.
Yeah.
It's
Just-
so great.
There's a lot of
Well, they've
remakes.
tried. They tried to do it. They
There's
did
too
like there was
much.
like a Home Alone 3 and 4 with different kids, and it just wasn't the same.
I didn't
Somehow I
even know that.
missed those.
Yeah, I missed it too. I just said I didn't know.
I watched them.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm here for it. I mean, I'm here for it because
Right.
there's Coming to America 2 that's supposed to
Really?
be coming
Yeah.
out. I'm here
I'm
for
just
that.
like, where are the original ideas? I'm ready for some originality.
So that's my thing. The remake, like Cheaper by the Dozen, Disney announced they're going to remake, and a few other films that came out not long ago. They're already going to reimagine them, and it's like, okay, like
Yeah.
if you're going to remake a movie, maybe go back into like the 70s,
Yeah, go
the
way
60s,
back.
go back to
So
some of those.
us
but-
may not remember, because I remember a lot of these remakes when they were the originals.
Yeah.
I'm like, am I that old? Yeah, I guess so.
It's coming for us, Troy. Apparently
it's
we
happening.
are.
It's happening.
Yes.
All right, CJ. So we'll be mixing it up with you on the air a little bit later this week
Absolutely.
too.
So we always do a pinpoint, accurate forecast for a mixed listener or a News 6 viewer. You can call in, and we'll get that forecast for you with between Candace and I. And she's been like spot on. It's almost like she's a
Woohoo!
meteorologist
Go
or something.
team!
You
Well,
know?
it's like she went to school and did
Yes.
really hard
It's like she really
classes.
knows what she's
Right.
doing. You know?
She's good at the math and science.
Yes.
Absolutely.
All right. Thanks, CJ.
Absolutely.